What's good, photo gang? Welcome back to another episode of the channel. I am Jonathan O. Walker, and today's video we're going to go over tips and things that I'm learning while building a photography studio space. Let's go. So if you're just new to the channel, a couple videos ago you saw I finally got a photography studio space. It's a lot of things that I learned since that last video, and I'm still learning. So the space is still not together yet. I'll probably have one more month and a half or a month until we're going to open, and I'm learning so much since that last video and just building a photography space that you probably want to know until you build it yourself. So I'm just gonna go over some things that I'm noticing and things that I'm implementing while building the space in and outside the studio. Building relationships. What I mean by that is there's a lot of people that will be in the field of having a studio, having a photography studio. I will reach out, go to events they have, especially the photography studios, go to the events they have, network, talk to the owner, and build a relationship of people that work there. The thing that I'm learning is while you build a relationship, you also can ask somebody that's been doing it for a while or just started tips and things that to look out for and things that they using to help implement in the businesses. Actually, I did today. I went to a photography and model meetup open house of one of the studio spaces in the area, and just went there, supported. And the thing is, we do not have to always be in competition with other spaces. Just build a relationship. Basically, it's like a bond that you're going to have, that you might have questions, and maybe my space is too small of an event that I'm going to do. Maybe I have like 20 people that I need to shoot in the studio. I could reach out to one of my friends that has a space and go from there and shoot in a space. It's not always competition. Building relationships with other people so you could just have conversations about the spaces and what people are learning, opportunities that people might have that you didn't even know about. Learning and always improving. As building a space, you're always going to learn different things, like just simple things. Tape. What type of tape works for you? What type of tape works for the backdrops? What type of tape that you can put on the wall? These are things that you can implement trial and error, because people recommend this type of tape, but this type of tape might not work for you, or you probably just don't like this type of tape and you go to another tape. This is just simple things like that. Just trial and error, learning what works best with what. In a dark space, what strobes work best by a window. It's just always learning. These are things that we need to do when we finally get space. Is learning. We can go to the studio anytime now. So let's go to the studio, let's learn, let's get some models or a friend in here and learn different techniques, different situations to get us better. Because the more we get better, the more the business get better. And when we have clients and photographers that come in and want to learn, you can have that knowledge and capability to do it. Learning and improving. Make sure y'all do that. Go to YouTube University and learn. You don't have to go to these fancy spots. You gotta pay for this person, pay for this little package. No, if you don't want to do that, go to YouTube University. I'm pretty sure you will get your bachelor's in that. So just keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Clients experience. That is one thing that's important to me. I want every client that come in here to have a experience when they come. I know You might have a client that an a-hole, but in general, our goal, especially at the beginning, is learning what clients like, listening to the client. We don't want the client just to come in and just take a photo shoot. That's easy for us because we've been doing that over and over, the repetition. We want the client to come in, have a good experience. This is more than just a photo shoot. This is basically a good time that I'm having shooting, listening to music, vibing, having a good experience. We're just trying to work towards that. So they might tell their friends and tell friends and tell other friends and tell friends and tell friends. So yeah, just, you know, because you might get clients for, not because you the best photographer, it might be people that's better than you. But if the client's having a good experience, that word might get around to somebody that's having a bad experience with some type of photographer and come to you and just going to give you a chance just because the experience that they get. So let's have a good experience with these clients. Quality equipment. I know that everybody can't buy the fancy strobes, fancy desks, fancy mirrors, but if you can afford it, like a C-stand, if you can afford a stand, instead of you just buying just a crappy C-stand, let's get a heavy duty, strong C-stand. If you can afford it. If you can't afford it, you just get what you can get. But if you can afford a C-stand, it might be some couple dollars that you're not expecting. But the quality of things that we're going to get, strobes and mirrors and stuff, is going to pay off at the long run. So we're going to get that because it's going to be durable and it's going to be able to last us a long time. Instead of just lasting us a year or 2 years down the line, we want something that's going to last us for 5 years. If it don't last 5 years, it is, but we want something that can last and it's going to be beneficial for us, and something that we don't have to keep buying over and over and over and over. So quality equipment. So I'm not going to bore y'all and just give y'all all these tips, experience and stuff. I'll probably do it on the next video. If y'all comment and subscribe and just say you want to learn more, and I'm gonna put it on the next video. So the last one is work balance. Make sure it is key to you balance work and fun and whatever you're doing. Make sure you do not do this 24/7. That's how people get burned out. That's how people lose inspiration. And that's how people don't get motivated. You got to make sure you do this for a particular time and go live life. You don't always have to do this back to back every day. Give yourself some break. The light went out. I struggle. But get yourself time to yourself, enjoying life, enjoy things that you like doing. Like me, I like playing the game. I'm a gamer. I like going out to eat. I like going to new spots, different locations. I like to watch videos on YouTube, conspiracies. I like to history stuff that's back in the day. These are things that I like doing, so I make sure I always doing those things and not consume in this space. Also, I know it's a business, this photography business, and the photography business, having a studio, but you have to make sure you have time for yourself so you can also be mentally stable for what's going to come and all the ups and downs that's going to come with having a business. So make sure you manage work balance, because that's very important in this space. So that's basically what I have for today. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Put that subscribe button, man. Help the boy out. I really appreciate it. and comment for things that, if you want to learn more about the space and what I'm going through and the journey and stuff like that, just let me know. Haven't opened the space yet. It still have about a month and a half. I still have to get some furniture stuff. I still have to work on the website and where people book at and that financial stuff. So that's things that I'm working on right now. I will make a video when I do a grand opening of the space and when the space is finished. If y'all look at the space right now, it's not really nothing. It's empty. Just got finished with the painting and stuff like that. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel again. I am Jonathan O. Walker. Peace.